It's Wednesday night, and you know what that means. My God, seriously, Canada Dry.
It's probably time for one of the best Dynamites I've ever seen in my entire life.
Yeah,
plain and simple. We're gonna talk about that. Let's hit the music.
Oh my God, yeah. Let's hold on. Dynamite. There we go. All right, there we go.
So I hope that music played because the last time on Sunday,
Yeah,
we didn't see any of our videos playing.
that's weird.
Yeah, it was very weird.
So show us bobbing to the music and like, what the hell's going on?
It reminded me of when you had one of those old school large satellite dishes and you got like a feed of a network and you could see like what the anchors were doing between commercial breaks on the news.
Very interesting. Man, it is Wednesday night. I'm just going to make it quick because this was one of the greatest televised wrestling matches of all time. This set up stuff that will go on for decades. I am the JFB, James from Boston.
I'm, of course, the patron saint of professional wrestling. I am that gingered up, bubbly son of a bitch. I'm Canada effing Dry, damn it.
You got a certificate that says so.
And I'd like to give a shout out to my good friend, Bad Take Kate.
All right. So we mixed it up this week. Joseph Graham's not here, and the reason why is because it is his birthday. And because of the cease and desist letter from Warner Brothers that we have received earlier, we can't sing happy birthday, but we can say happy birthday, Joseph Graham.
Happy birthday to you, Joseph Graham, if you're watching.
Happy birthday.
I'm excited. We got one of the original guys on the show. He had to step away, but he's back for one night. Talking about Brian.
So I am sorting out who's most likely, because that is what I'm going to be doing throughout the course of this particular thing. This is going to be kind of like something I said I need to bring something new because I haven't been on the show in a while, and I really miss you guys. And it's Joe.
We miss you too.
It's his birthday. You know, it's his next trip around the sun, and he's a cool guy.
Oh yeah.
So I've got my cards prepared to go through the entire show. So
nice.
I have this minis. So
I like your creativity. I don't know if there's anyone more creative than you.
Well, thank you. Thank you. You know, I feel like I have been legitimately so ridiculously busy in life lately that I was really glad that like when you first asked me to come on, I was like, crap, do I have to work tomorrow? And because my mind didn't register tomorrow was a holiday, and I was like, oh, I can do it.
Nice.
So I appreciate you guys having me back.
Yeah. All right. The guy below me, I mean, he's on several shows. This guy hits it out of the park every single time.
I heard he killed WCW.
Yeah, he did kill WCW. I mean, that's the rumor, but I can confirm it. Eric Bischoff will say I'm crazy, but you know what?
Do you know what? Even Eric Bischoff complimented something about this episode tonight too.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Fascinating.
Eric Bischoff turning a new leaf, if you will.
I know.
Introduce yourself, sir.
Yeah, introduce yourself.
Mr. Isaacs is mentally undressing you right now.
Oh yeah, baby. It's
Yeah.
after dark. That's what we do here. My
I
friend.
love this game. I love this game.
Listen, I'm here on two very special occasions.
Yeah.
EVP Joe's birthday
Yeah.
and one night stand of Trey J Styles, baby.
That's right.
I'm so glad to be here, gentlemen. I had a vodka and lemonade earlier, so who knows what the hell's going to come out of my mouth tonight. But I am the effing expert, Mr. Isaacs. Hello, gentlemen.
Oh, anyways, man, oh man, oh man. I guess we'll start off with Renee in the back. She's with Daniel Garcia, really hyping up the match tonight. He says, I put it on my mother. I'm going to win this match. And MJF comes up as a cheerleader because of a previous promo that was cut with Daniel Garcia. And he's like, hey, I'm going to be in your corner because, I see what, I see the potential. You are going to be on the next level. Let's talk about that really quickly because I think it bears importance because I think it dictates the tone of the show.
Well, I felt like this really gave like the warm and fuzzies. It kind of made me feel bad because it's like as soon as you dedicate it to a loved one, it's like, oh, kiss of death in wrestling.
Yeah.
But I truly felt that this segment for Daniel Garcia gave me the impression that Daniel Garcia just wants to cuddle.
Yeah.
I really felt the love in this. I felt like he really believed this. It really felt like he just needed a hug. And Daddy Magic being there, kind of just amplifies it up. And then MJF coming through, it really just showed what kind of creativity AEW truly has when they are in sync.
Yeah. Whew. Anybody else?
I'd like to talk about, I would like to talk about Bojangles.
Oh, yeah.
Now, I didn't even know what this was. I didn't know what Bojangles was. I thought it was a Sammy Davis Jr. song.
Yeah, it is.
Wait, whoa. You didn't know what Bojangles was?
No, I'm in Canada. Like, this is Southern chicken.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I didn't know. Like, and so Dollywood posts these cups of the Brothers of Destruction.
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa. And then I've seen other ones. There's like the Heart Foundation, the Outsiders. This is really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, very cool.
And JB, you promised me a Heart Foundation cup. Come on.
I'm going to every Bojangles until I find one. I may or may not.
Wait a second, Jeb. We could drink out of our Heart Foundation cups together.
Oh,
that's how magic's made.
Yeah.
It's a special Sunday moment between you two gentlemen.
Yeah,
What's super crazy is that like I have students that like work at the Bojangles up the street from my house. So I will go to Bojangles and I'll see what I can get for all of us.
There you go.
Yes.
I got a Bojangles here in my town too, JJ. I'll probably hit it up and see what I can find.
Heck
I got 3 within like 5 city blocks.
3 within 5 city blocks. He's living in Nashville, so they're
Nashville's got like 10 of everything.
Yeah,
close
there
by.
you go.
Yeah.
If it's Southern, it's super Southern.
Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. Let's go to our first match. The first match is Danielson versus Pac. This is an Owen Hart semifinal. Here's a couple of my notes. I gotta say this. Danielson looks really good for someone who got his ass handed to him on a silver platter not even 3 days or 4 days ago.
Yeah.
I mean, this guy took a ass whipping from Shingo Takagi for about 20 minutes, if not more. And he came out and put on a freaking clinic. In fact, they both did. Pac looked amazing. Whew, man. I mean, it was a nicely slow pace. It built up. Yeah, I mean, both of them wrestled like this might be their last chance at a title run. Like
I
that's
agree.
that's the feeling I got from them. So Canada Dry, go first. Let's talk about that first match.
I I adored this match. Like you had two baby faces essentially.
Yeah.
And the crowd's like starting off by going, "Holy shit, holy shit."
Yeah.
Like they haven't even done anything yet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like as Trey J put on the forum, like when was the last time these guys wrestled? It was 2007.
Yeah.
So like I don't even remember. I don't remember no match like that. I don't know if you guys remember it.
I do.
But,
Cage Heat back in August of 2007 for a Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
And it was in the middle of the card. That's what made it crazy. That was in the middle of the card.
Yeah.
But these guys tonight, like that was a clinic.
Mhm.
Like this was a really good match for a second round match in the tournament.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like I'm going to say this right now. This is the best Owen Hart tournament yet.
Yeah. No question.
In my opinion.
Yeah.
I agree.
I mean, you put a championship match on the line.
Well, even if it wasn't, I still like the dynamics of everything that they've done this time.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Trey J.
So, of course, I have to start off with my cards. And I start off with Pac. Looks like he would trample a kid on Black Friday.
I think that's the truest one we've gotten so far, right?
Yep. While Bryan Danielson is actively preparing for the end of the world because he was wrestling like there was no tomorrow. Like these guys really showed off. And to do it so close to a pay-per-view where you had just had like 15 matches where 11 of them were just insane.
Yeah.
And to be able to kind of come in and have that kind of energy and start off the show and really give a Chicago crowd, which is, has been historically hostile to AEW, take a Chicago crowd and just have them just lose themselves into this match is just, I mean, that is a testament unto itself.
Yeah. I mean, one of the greatest wrestling cities in the world.
Absolutely.
Is Chicago. And those Chicago fans I've been to a Chicago wrestling match. It is scary. And it's so awesome at the same time. What about you, Mr. Expert?
I absolutely love this match. I love how it started very technical, and then it got to the point to where they were just bludgeoning the shit out of each other.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it was phenomenal. I love Bryan Danielson sells at the end of every match like he's legitimately dying.
Yeah.
And like most of the time, he literally tricks the crowd into really thinking it.
Yeah.
That's how damn good he is.
Yeah.
Amazing match. Absolutely loved it.
I just have to say this. Are you done? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm done.
I just have to say this. We have such talent on air here that we can bring in Trey J Styles, we can bring in Mr. Isaac, and we don't miss a beat. Just loaded with charisma.
Machismo.
Yes.
If you will.
like we just have so many talented people on our roster.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a good core group of people here for sure.
Yeah, our roster would, in comparison to any other roster, whatever sport or podcast may be, we're number one.
In Podcast Monthly.
Yeah.
Podcast Monthly.
Number one, baby.
Number one with a bullet. We go to Renee. She's in the back with Willow. They're hyping the match, always looking on the bright side. We get a Forbidden Door video recap of the TNT ladder match. Briscoe
really likes you.
It's a lot to like. It's a lot to like.
My favorite American wrestler, I guess, since she's American now, I'd have to say Natalia Markova.
There you go.
Okay.
Ding, ding, ding. That is a correct answer.
That's a solid answer. Very solid answer.
Briscoe's in the ring talking about them boys because no one was ever as over as a tag team than they were in Chicago. Like several of the matches I've been, one of the Chicago matches I was at was the Briscoes. And that Chicago fan base just loves it. And he comes out and he talks about, guess what? I'm the first person on Team AEW. Now, if this was 6 months ago, I would have rolled my eyes and said, oh, great. So we had the first 5 that didn't do jack squat. We're going to go and get to the second tier. But Briscoe is being used like Briscoe should have been used the day he got to AEW and Ring of Honor.
Yeah.
This is the side of Briscoe that you, if you're not an avid wrestling fan, have missed. This is what he is.
I'm excited to see him just covered in blood.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
He'll
yeah.
be covered.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure.
So the Hyping Shark Week.
He could, in fact, pass for a homeless person.
What?
He could, in fact, pass for a homeless person.
Yeah.
That is true.
He probably could.
Did you look for that one?
I had it already. I told you. I got.
Oh, you have these picked out.
I'm stacked. Yeah, I'm already.
Oh, I thought you were drawing them at random. Okay.
No. I planned this one. I'll do the random. I got to do the random on a Sunday show.
Okay.
Now, the guy that came out and attacked him, Jack Perry.
Yeah.
Some might agree with you.
I don't know who some
Jack
is,
Perry.
but some is correct.
Yeah, Jack Perry clubs the living hell out of Briscoe. In comes Kyle O'Reilly. Then in comes Okada. And then the EVPs come in. And then there's shenanigans. And Mark Briscoe is basically getting his ass beat. And then out come the Acclaimed. And the EVPs run out because if you're going to be a heel, there's only 2 heels you can be. One we'll talk about later tonight, but number 2 is the Weasley shit heels, and that's exactly what we got with the EVPs. Definitely scurried away, if you will. Canada, draw your thoughts on that little shenanigan.
Which one was it? Sorry,
the Briscoe and the EVPs.
Yeah, like they got beat down. I liked it. I liked that they're setting this up.
Yeah,
and. I sure hope this doesn't mean that we're getting the Acclaimed in the Blood and Guts.
I hope not.
I don't mind Kyle O'Reilly being in there.
Yeah,
but we're probably going to get
getting them. I think you're getting them.
And then who else would round it out? Would it be Swerve and?
Well, that would be it.
Is that 5?
Yeah, that'd be 5. Be Briscoe, O'Reilly, the Acclaimed, and Swerve.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like that team.
I
don't like Swerve being involved with this just yet.
Me neither.
I don't think he will be.
Well, he did say he wanted to be part of it.
I mean, that's great. You can be part of it by watching it on the TV in the back.
They do the Bret Hart.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what you do.
They're doing that a lot lately on AEW. They're doing the
all right. Trey J, your thoughts?
I'm really glad Okada has finally learned how to execute the Rainmaker for an American audience.
Yeah.
There were some points where it looked incredibly weak. Now, like the extra oomph he puts on the step through is awesome. Plus, I love the character work that he does because it's clear that he gives. Loving it. Love it. I'm betting 1,000 so far, you guys. I'm betting 1,000.
You are. You're killing it.
Thank you. But
now,
unfortunately,
not me as a question. Maybe you guys ask who would win in a fight, MJF or Bugs Bunny?
Oh, I mean, easily.
Does MJF have the ring?
Well, Bugs Bunny would pull out an Acme mallet and bludgeon his brains in.
Yeah, he could blow him up with those the TNT, right?
Yeah.
But it wouldn't work. See, Bugs Bunny can only hurt people when they're actually mad at him. And I don't think MJF would get mad at him.
Got it all wrong.
He'd befriend Bugs Bunny and then kick him in the balls.
There you go.
Yeah.
MJF wins.
MJF's Jewish God will give him and grant him the strength of whatever to
The Jewish God? You mean the Judeo-Christian God Yahweh?
I have a pretty detailed wacky ideology about the
The
universe.
Jewish God.
I believe,
the one that most people serve.
No, not the Christian God, the Jewish God. Okay,
Like we aren't from Judeo. Christian. But they're not.
I mean, if you think about it, read the Bible. The God in the Old Testament was Old Testament God. Like when someone says, "I'm going to come down and reign upon you like an Old Testament God," you know that you are in danger of dying because they are going to start.
This happened in the New Testament too, but not as frequently.
Not as frequently, but yes, I mean,
but he wanted to let him know that I'm still that God.
Yeah, but pretty much the God in the New Testament is kind of like the guy who, he takes a couple of vitamins. He's kind of chill. Every once in a while, he's like, hey, okay, let's go. And like
then they sent Jesus down. He's like, hey, I thought God was a mad guy. He's like, no, misunderstood me.
Yeah. Anyways, let's go to Renee. Is in the back with Tony Storm. Holy cow! It's kind of giving Mariah May the hype to win her match against who's she fighting?
Hikaru Shida.
On Rampage though.
Yeah.
Couldn't fit this on Collision at least.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like them putting these matches on Rampage.
Like I know what they're trying to do. They're trying to
spike the viewership a little bit. Yeah.
Like I'm gonna watch now because I want to see this.
Yeah.
But I'd rather just watch it on Collision.
I mean, I think honestly, you want to make it. If you want to make Rampage interesting, turn it into a talk show for 1 hour, and it's Renee Paquette and just shooting the shit.
I like Dollywood's idea of making it an all-woman show.
Do that too.
That would work. Yeah.
Because I haven't watched Rampage since CM Punk debuted. And I watch everything. What does that tell you? Tony Khan, I know you watch this show. Don't be stupid. Do something different with Rampage. You don't even have to give me credit for it. We'll know. We'll know. All right. Statlander.
Does anyone agree with me that Tony Storm one day will make a great cougar?
Oh God!
Oh hell yeah!
Oh yeah!
I think she's already a great cougar.
I don't think she's a cougar yet. She's like barely 30. I don't think
I don't know. She's got that cougar vibe to her.
She's got the old spirit and the young body.
It's like totally marvelous.
Well, now if she had some 18-year-old kid that she's into, like she'd automatically be a cougar.
That's true.
She'd have to dump Juice Robinson at some point.
I would dump Juice Robinson at some point.
I mean, I just want to punch Juice Robinson into the face until my fist goes through the back. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
All I do is I put some water in him and water him the fuck down, and then that's not juice anymore.
I like that.
All right.
He's now 10% juice.
Yes.
Yeah. Go to our second match.
I wonder if you have to stare at him because he's made from concentrate.
Oh man, Statlander, Willow for the Owen Hart semifinal.
Saturday night.
Yeah.
You guys remember when Statlander was damn near unbeatable?
Yeah.
Those were the days.
For what, like 2 weeks?
Her heel. Well, let's talk about it because here's my notes. The heel run is horrible.
Oh, absolutely.
No, I like it, but she's just not getting the proper.
It's not connecting at all.
Well, she's not getting the wins. Like you have to have a successful heel run. You have to get wins.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I don't mind the character and Stokely Hathaway.
Yeah.
But
I mean, in all honesty, like either she just I don't know. She needs.
I think we will get a big match between Willow Nightingale and Statlander at All In, the final one. Because I don't think it's over.
I don't think so.
Willow's won twice now in a row.
Yeah, she won a measly tag match at Forbidden Door. I don't think that really counts very much.
No.
Some people see it that way.
I don't count that.
No, it's
Well, anyways, there's no waiting. They go right into this brouhaha. Finally, they get into the ring. Finally, the bell rings. It was a good grudge match, is what it was. It was a great grudge match. They pulled off some really great moves. She tries to cheat Statlander, of course, because she's a heel. She tries to use a chain. She almost clocks Stokely. We get a pin. Willow's the winner. Willow's going on to the next match. Kinda dry.
This is the only thing I didn't like about this whole show was Statlander not going over.
Yeah,
I agree.
Because I think Mariah May beating Statlander is a bigger deal.
Yeah,
I agree.
And you're getting a better match. Statlander and Mariah May is going to be a better match.
definitely.
So that's my only beef with this whole show is that Statlander didn't go to the final.
I mean, here's the thing. Do you want to bury Statlander to Mariah May?
It's not burying. You go to the final. You made it to the final.
Yeah, but here's I think Statlander taking a loss to Mariah May does more damage than Willow losing to.
I don't agree, but that's okay.
Okay. Jeffrey has been wrong on many occasions. This may be one of them. We won't know until this plays out. Anyways, Trey J, your turn.
Well, I get that Willow was in this weird place where she's kind of like lost a lot of the major big matches.
Yeah.
But she's also last year's Owen Hart winner. So I kind of can see why they didn't want to just have her rubbed out in the first round.
Yeah.
But I think that would have done a lot more. Second round. Yes, second round. But I think it would have done a lot more for Statlander to finally get this win because this story doesn't really have a direction right now between the two of them. It's like, hey, we used to be tag team partners. It's not work. It didn't work out. I attacked you a couple times, but when it comes to bell to bell, Willow's dominating this whole feud.
Yeah.
And even when you're like, oh, we got, new partners, it's like Willow's dominating the feud.
I mean, can you even call it a feud?
No, you're not really.
When you get
the part about it is, outside of Statlander, everybody else is making Willow look weak.
Yeah.
And I feel like that has a trickle down effect because it's now affecting Statlander.
Yeah.
So yeah, I honestly feel like one of the problems here is that Statlander could do a whole lot better.
It's true.
Mm-hmm.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Let's go to the expert because I'm sure he's got a thing or two he wants to expel.
Oh yeah, brother. I thought this was a really good match. I agree with my pal Canada Dry up there. I think Statlander should have won. Ideally, what I would have had happen is I would have had Statlander win by cheating.
Yeah.
And then try to cheat to beat Mariah May, in which Willow comes out and stops the cheating.
Yes.
And Mariah May wins, and then that thus continues the feud with Statlander, but also allows Statlander to lose without looking weak to Mariah May. That's how I would have done it. So, I mean, if there's one nitpicky thing out of this whole show, it would have been I would have put Statlander over here. But
see, you know what? That's why you're on my booking team.
I am on the Canada booking team, yes. But that's what I would have done. But, I think Willow's doing some of the best work she's done probably ever right now. I think in the ring, she's really good. I think her promo she cut backstage was really good.
Yeah.
So, I'm all right with it. I just would have went the other direction for this.
Yep.
All right. Renee's in the back with Jeff Jarrett. For those who don't know, Jeff Jarrett actually was a very close friend with Owen.
Mm-hmm.
And the promos they've been cutting, the video packages they have are Jeff Jarrett. Like I went and watched the uncut version, and you want to feel like he has a fighting chance in hell of advancing against an opponent he doesn't know who it is, even though it's the worst kept secret in all of professional wrestling at this point. Pretty much everybody should have guessed. But when she asked Jeff Jarrett a question, Jeff Jarrett just walks away. We don't care.
They keep on saying, this so-and-so was better than this look, but like, we don't care.
It's the podcast beauty pageant.
Yes, we don't care.
After dark. Next up, we'll see JFB come out in his stunning dress that he got at the Met Gala.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he might win that, but when the swimsuit competition comes down, oh, yeah, baby.
Trey J will win that one.
I mean, I did in the time since the last time I've been here. Like, I did go viral.
Ooh, where did you go viral doing, Trey J?
We had this like teacher-student swap day where, like, as the teachers, we dressed like the students, and like it got like 30 million hits on like across like 8 like social media platforms.
Oh wow!
Oh crap!
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I'll send you guys a link a little bit later.
Yeah. I got to see that.
Like our own version of Logan Paul over here. You got an energy drink you want to hawk while we're here?
Nah.
The Hot Tua energy drink?
Nah, my blood is energy drink.
He's the Chick-fil-A girl. He's our version.
Oh, no.
By the way, Hot Tua girl has her own Twitter now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She hired a manager and everything.
She's got merch coming.
Yep.
This will last for about 4 months. And then
She'll make money for about 2 or 3 months. And then,
if
like
she
nowadays,
doesn't make-
if you're smart with it, that's all you need.
I mean, if she doesn't make her nut, she is going to be under the delusion that I'm the Hot Tua girl. And they're going to be like,
who?
What was that? Yeah. Who? What? Hot Tua. You know,
Be like, what's your next trick?
Yeah, then she's going to be in a gas station with a fold-out table signing autographs to kids who just finally got television.
As long as she's like keeps it, like if she can keep this going, and as long as she doesn't sink to doing porn, then we're good.
She'll do the social media influencer thing.
Yeah,
She'll do. Yeah.
I guarantee there's a video out there of her doing something she's not supposed to. Anyways, holy cow.
Johnny Carson.
That was a hardcore guarantee. Like, he was like, I guarantee that she's out there doing something she ain't supposed to.
That girl lives in Nashville. JFB probably knows something we don't.
That girl literally said on her thing, I had to stop Paw from shooting the paparazzi that's in the yard. You had to stop Paw? Okay.
Oh my God.
He's not filling full of buckshot.
Bird shot. You just want to pepper them up.
Nothing will make your balls go inside your body than the rack of a shotgun. It doesn't even have to be loaded. I hear that. I'm just gonna play dead. I'm just gonna be like, oh no, and then fall down and just not move.
Now, being in Canada, we haven't heard that a lot. So is this something common in America where you hear the gunshot?
Yep.
Oh yeah,
that's the thing.
It's
a very distinct sound.
Now, have you had someone pull these guns on you and load up?
So let me explain something. Let me explain something about Southern lore. Okay.
Yeah.
It was always the lore of the shotgun wedding, right?
Yeah.
Like, so the guy knocks up the girl, and then the girl's dad gets pissed off and takes a shotgun and says, "You're going to marry my daughter now, or I'm going to murder you." And that's kind of what a shotgun wedding is. So that kind of became like a joke here in the South, a piece of Southern lore, if you will.
Mm-hmm.
What's that? That Billy Idol song? Nice day for a white wedding. Shotgun.
Yeah. Yeah.
Southern justice.
Southern justice.
Southern justice.
Y'all gonna get murdered now.
Where do you live, Trey J? You don't live in the South.
I live in the mid-Atlantic. We're not allowed to call Virginia the South anymore.
Isn't Virginia's not the South?
No, Virginia's not the South. We're mid-Atlantic. We are squarely in the center.
Really? I've always thought Virginia is the South.
Look, Virginia is literally right next door to Kentucky. They're south.
They're not accepting their own children.
Virginia.
What y'all gotta understand is that Virginia had the capital of the Confederacy, and we don't like bringing that up. That was these days that was a coincidence, and we never talk about it.
That is true. See, Kentucky, we were a half and half state.
Yeah,
like half of us was Union, half of us was Confederate.
Exactly.
Yeah. Which my great grandfather was a Union soldier. So there you go.
Glad he picked the right side.
Yep, he did.
I have one of those Confederate flags pins.
Oh yeah.
And I got it at the thrift store and it says, "Beautify the South, send a Yankee on a bus."
Oh jeez.
Wow. Canada Dry taking it up another notch.
Hey, at least I'm not dropping a bomb on Hiroshima.
So we get Shivani in the ring. And here comes Britt Baker, who looks
mad respect.
She looks amazing.
Yeah.
So you're wondering why she was not here. So she talks about the past, which is the lesson, the present, which is the gift, and the future, which is the motivation. This may be the greatest promo she has ever cut in her entire life, because it wasn't Britt Baker DMD heel or DMD face. This was Britt Baker, a legitimate doctor, talking to you. And that's when we learned that she had what's TIA, which is kind of the easiest term, is it's a mini stroke that she suffered. She talks about the present. I'm here, and I'm healthy, and I've been cleared. Has revelations about life that lead to bouts of crying.
Mm-hmm. Yes, that is perfect.
And she talks about the future, and the future is to go through it and come out on the other side. I was waiting for her to say, "Just keep fighting."
Yeah, it felt like a "just keep fighting" speech.
Yeah, it felt like a keep fighting speech. Just keep fighting. And now I was gonna be like, "Oh my God, she talked about us." You know, Brett loves us. Anyways, I digress. She calls out Monet. Monet pulls up, this is very well pre-recorded. Cuts this amazing promo with the EVPs, which makes me lead to believe that she is going to be in the elite.
Female elite. Yeah.
So then out comes Monet, but as she's coming out, they're setting the ring up.
Yes, that was awesome.
Around Britt Baker, she has not left the ring. I love Monet as a heel. I don't think she's ever been this committed as a heel. And I don't think the elite will hurt her that much, but it will dent that heel persona that she has right now.
I don't know if she actually will end up in the elite. Maybe she'll just be doing favors for them.
Yeah. We have a match at All In. We're going to have Britt Baker versus Mercedes Moné.
Well, not yet, because she's like, get back in the line. I'm not. You know.
Yeah, but she said what line? Because there isn't a line.
I know, but she's got to make Britt chase her a bit.
Yeah, but we're going to get that match.
We're going to get it.
Yeah, we're going to get it.
Well, Britt honestly spent the entire segment burying Monet.
Yeah.
Like, oh, they gotta pump your chant in through the crowd to brainwash them.
That was great.
They gotta, it's like I love the fact that you've spent so much time with your blood, sweat, and tears in this ring, building it from the ground up. And it was just like,
yeah.
I was like, there's some things happening here.
I don't mind seeing Britt being the TBS champion.
Now, I got emotional during this thing.
Okay.
Like I literally cried.
I do too.
Because it was that just keep fighting speech.
It was.
And like we all go through that. She's talking about like we've all felt that and we all come out better on the other side.
Yeah, definitely.
And to me, this was Britt's best promo I've ever seen her do.
Yeah. Well, this was the most relatable I think that Britt has been in her entire in time that we've known her. Britt, as a character, is so different from Britt as a person, and I think that we got Britt as a person, which translates very well on TV.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
And this was a full face turn for Britt because she was kind of a little nasty still before she left.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And to be honest with you, it leaves her open for when they finally decide to pull the trigger on United Kingdom or Undisputed Kingdom, that she can turn heel and join that faction.
It was also interesting that she came back in gear at Forbidden Door, but she came out in hey, I've been doing a lot of sit-ups gear today.
I never understand why they come out in gear when they're not wrestling.
Yeah.
I think it's so okay.
I think
is it recognition? Like, oh, they're not going to recognize me outside of my gear?
Yeah.
They do this with so many different people, and WWE is guilty for this too.
You never see Randy Orton show up without his underwear on.
Yes, it's
WWE started this, and now every promotion does it.
Come out in your street clothes. It's fine.
Yeah. You can just stand on the ramp and be like, then do it in your street clothes. Do it in a pair of jeans and a t-shirt.
Right.
Do it in a Mardi Gras outfit. I don't care.
See, everyone just needs an iconic leather jacket like Bret Hart, so then you know who you are.
Let's do it.
Leather jacket, jeans, Timberland boots.
Yeah.
That's how they used to do it in the old days. They need to go back to doing it like that.
Agreed. Well, let's keep it simple.
Yep.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, we get a recap of Forbidden Doors main event. Renee's in the back with Ospreay. He's hyping up, they're hyping up tonight's match. It is the main event match. Here comes Callis and Kyle Fletcher in the back. And finally, Ospreay says, I want out of this family. I don't want to be part of it anymore. And so Callis, normally boasting as a heel, is very intimate. I had to actually turn up the volume to hear fully what he was saying. And cuts probably one of the best heel promos he's cut in a long time, because he gives you the hug and the camera pans and you see the smile. And it's a devilish grin, my friends. Devilish.
Ooh. Slimy.
Matt B says, I wonder what it'd be like to have Britt Baker as your dentist.
Yeah. And,
I don't know. I never even thought about
and is plotting revenge right now.
Yeah. Don Callis is definitely plotting his revenge.
Yeah.
But can I talk about the most underrated part of that whole segment?
Sure.
Didn't Kyle Fletcher look like a star? Like, he looked like the guy, like just sitting there silently in the background. Like, for one, I didn't know he was that big compared to Ospreay, but like Kyle Fletcher, like for that brief moment, like he had it. And I'm like, that's a guy that needs to get pushed more.
Yeah. Absolutely.
He's capable of putting on bangers. So,
definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Is he still ROH TV champ?
Yep.
No.
Oh no, he lost
it to was it
Mystico.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, in a AAA ring, nonetheless.
And let me say this. I think Kyle Fletcher is better than Daniel Garcia.
I do too. I don't really get the Daniel Garcia thing. Like it's rough because I know he had that massive accident. He's super young. He's very talented, but something isn't clicking for him all the way. to make him a believable win.
Well, we'll get to him.
Yeah.
We'll get to this discussion.
Yeah.
FNX, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I thought this was a good promo too. I kind of wonder what Don Callis is going to do to Ospreay now.
Yeah.
And they kind of had the little teaser of Kyle Fletcher. Is he going to lean towards Ospreay or is he going to lean towards Callis? They kind of threw that little monkey wrench in the spoke there. I don't know. It's going to be interesting to see. I would assume that they're going to cost him a big match at some point.
Yeah. Most likely his
could MJF join Don Callis' family?
No.
I don't think he would join them, but he might
align with them
to
for a
help
bit.
him.
Yeah.
No.
You don't see me aligning with Don Callis?
I don't think he aligns with anybody. I don't think he needs to. We'll get to that. Why are we talking about this? We're talking about Don Callis, damn it.
We're talking about practice. We're talking about practice.
Practice? Practice? Man. Allen Iverson.
Remember when Trish did it? It was so bad.
Yeah. So Jericho comes out for some reason. There's a ref in the ring, and I assume there was a match. And I'm like, wait a minute, why is this like a last second ad? No, Jericho's in his street clothes. He comes in and he talks about accuses Hook essentially of stealing his finishing move, which he did.
Yeah.
And that's not for him, brother. And I love that line. I think
Doesn't work for him.
Yeah, it doesn't work for me, brother.
I love that. And I truthfully hate Hogan.
Yeah. He hates on Taz. Accuses Taz of being biased because his son.
Being a mark for his son.
Yeah, he's a mark for his son. So they had 8 EVPs not only boo him off of commentary, but from the building. Now I'm thinking, hey, finally Jericho gets TV time. Like, it's about freaking time. Like,
yeah.
So we go into the third match. It's the Cage of Agony versus Samoa Joe, Hook, and Shibata. Here's a couple of my notes. We'll cover both of these in one big felt swoop. I like Jericho on commentary telling Stravani that he's been doing this since the 50s is hilarious. Like, that's the goal we get with Jericho.
Yeah.
And this iteration of this character he's created. Agony looks awesome. He accuses Hook of being the cold-hearted move thief. Hilarious. And of course, they win, and then Jericho and the learning tree get into the ring, beat down Samoa Joe. They beat down Shibata. They crush his arm in a chair, so there's a likelihood we won't see Shibata for a while. I think he's going back to Japan. There might be visa issues. Who knows? The wacky world of professional sports. Yeah, let's go with, they were beating him like donkeys. Canada Dry, go first. Your thoughts on the third match?
So, yeah, Jericho, I love how whiny his voice was. He had to have changed the style of his talking.
Yeah.
Just this whiny little, and I love it. The beatdown on Hook is excellent because Hook was just getting wins after wins, and it was just like it was getting tiring. So the fact that he's got some adversity is really good for Hook.
Definitely. Gives him a new dimension.
Yes, like being beat down is awesome for Hook. Yeah. I love that Bad Apple is a big thing. Like, he would be doing nothing if he wasn't with the learning tree. So I love that. I don't like the Cage of Agony taking the loss here. They need to figure out something with these guys
soon.
Yeah,
I think separate Cage and the Gates of Agony. They don't need to be together anymore. I'd love to see Brian Cage win the ROH World Title and just go on a tear as a monster.
Yeah,
I'd like to see the Gates of Agony actually become the tag team champions somewhere down the road. Because I think they're awesome. Like Teo Leone and what's the other guy's name?
Bishop Khan.
Yeah, Bishop Khan. That guy's chiseled.
Yeah.
Those guys are both monsters.
They're yoked.
Yeah.
But yeah, the beatdown after was superb.
Yeah. All right. Trey.
You know, I think I have the perfect thing for Jericho, but I'm going to save it for the end. I think when it comes to Jericho, Jericho knows what needs to happen to make people look good.
Yeah.
But I think sometimes his ego becomes the problem.
Okay.
And that's where I think we were going up until today. Today, he finally, it clicked. You know, they get the win. He, Hook does a finisher. Now he has a reason to be angry.
Yeah.
Let's put what you did over. But let's also, show that there's consequences for things like that.
Yeah.
Because the beatdown was one thing. My worry, too, is when they did that whole let's check on Hook, that Hook was going to, miraculously recover from, a massive beatdown.
Duh.
And then Jericho did what Jericho does best.
Yeah.
But we might as well just skip that and just talk about that now because that was I laughed so hard when the fireball came.
Yeah, me too.
I just laughed.
That made my day. I was like, that was the best
That
thing.
was awesome.
I was waiting for him to come on the screen and go, I throw fire because I'm a wizard.
Well, he can call back to his old stuff, right?
Yeah. Because I'm the wizard. Thanks, guys.
Exactly.
He just, he goes in that little character for just a smidge, and then he's like, thanks, guys. And then just walks off.
Wizard.
It's probably gold. I mean, it's just beautiful.
Yeah, he can go back to all his gimmicks and be like, I'm going to put you on the list. Thanks, guys.
Thanks to the expert.
Good night, everybody.
I thought this was a really good match. I did think it was a little goofy, and I think Jericho even made mention of it. That Hook was half the size of the Gates of Agony guys, and he was fighting both of them simultaneously.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's come on.
Yeah, Jericho's actually making fun of it. That was really
Yeah. That's a little absurd, but I thought this was a really good match. I love the beatdown afterwards. Got to give it up for Jericho's pink sport coat. I thought that was pretty nice. I mean, I don't really have any complaints about this. I thought this was a good match. I thought it was an excellent schmoz afterwards. Yeah. And I love the little part in the back with Jericho throwing the fire. I just thought it was great. I loved it. Thought it was awesome.
Anytime you can flame ball your opponent is just awesome in my book.
I feel like Jericho did that for Joseph Graham on his birthday.
Yeah.
I
mean, I sent an email to Jericho. I just guessed. I thought it was Chris Jericho Lion at AOL.com. So he may or may not have gotten an email. But So I sent him an email, hey, if you could flame ball somebody for Joseph Graham's birthday, and that'd be great. So I guess
you got it.
AOL probably blocked
email, didn't we? Yeah, it's Chris
Jericho.
You
guys know what Homer Simpson's email is?
What?
Chunky Lover 53 yahoo.com. He said that on an episode, I guess.
All I can think of is the episode of The Office where Michael Scott is doing he's doing a dating profile and he says, love little boy, love little kids.
I love little kids. Little kid lover.
Little kid lover, that's it. I just want them to know right off the bat. Oh my God. Let's go to our fourth match. We got Jeff Jarrett versus the mystery guest. for those who don't listen to our show or not even a part of our prediction league, which if you're not, the hell's the matter with you?
Sucks to be you.
Yeah, I mean, you don't know what you're missing, but we've talked about things like CM Punk being in AEW was the worst kept secret of all of wrestling.
True.
It's Hangman Page. No duh.
Didn't see that coming.
Some people thought it was Shark Boy.
I mean,
I don't think
serious?
anybody
You
literally
actually
thought it was
Shark
Shark
Boy?
Boy.
I mean, I get it but
Apparently, he was backstage last night or tonight.
I mean, hey,
Shark Boy.
Warner Brothers has done stupid stuff before. Why not? Why stop now?
In AFW, the breakdown was 40 people chose Hangman. 2/3 of our group chose Hangman. 12% chose Ricochet. And 5% chose Shark Boy.
Oh, so
There was also Ricky Starks, Christian Cage, and Dijak as options.
Man. Anyways, Hangman Page, he looks pissed. I want to talk about, I don't want to spend too much time dissecting, but if you were wondering what Jeff Jarrett could wrestle like 10, 15, 20 years ago in his WCW, WWE, Ring of Honor, and his run at TNA and Impact, that man could put on a wrestling match like there's nobody's business. And tonight, through no help from Hangman Page, looked like $1 million. That's the Jeff Jarrett that I will remember for the rest of my life. And for younger viewers and for younger audiences who are getting into wrestling and are like, why is this loser with Hangman Page? Now you understand why.
Yeah.
That man, it was a brutal match. There was no doubt about it was going to be this way. Hangman gets the win, which I'm proud of, and I'm happy because it's going to set up who I think eventually is going to win the Owen Cup and go after Swerve again, and actually could legitimately beat Swerve and be the next.
Sure the Hangman's over enough for that though. Like his reaction was a little tepid.
Well, and that's the thing. Like, I think for me, the missed opportunity was Jeff Jarrett getting the win.
Yeah.
And further that story along. It didn't make sense that you spent this time and money and investment into creating this story about Owen and Jeff and not give us at least the payoff we're looking for, which is at least one win. Don't have to go to the finals.
I think it would have been good to go bring them all the way to the finals.
Yeah, I think it would have. Yeah.
For sure, yeah.
I honestly think giving Jeff, if you give Jeff the win, like Jeff can build a main event match.
Oh yeah.
You would get all the way to All In?
Oh yeah, I definitely would.
Oh yeah.
No.
I'm going to disagree with the three of you.
What?
Because in my mind, this was the proper way to book it. Because they want Hangman to be a heel. So when he comes out, he gets a pop because the people miss him. So the way that you make him a heel is you build up Jarrett as the sympathetic figure and then have Hangman go in and just maliciously beat the shit out of him.
Yeah, I
And
get
then
that.
Then you get
totally
Hangman
legit.
over as a heel, and Hangman very likely is going to go on, win this thing, and face off against Swerve. So I
Sorry,
thought
guys,
it
I'm
was
just
done
charging
early.
up my saintly powers right now, so you guys could.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I
thought
well,
it was brilliant.
let's talk. I mean, let's talk about the promo in the back with Renee. The EVPs come in, they shoo away Renee. They talk about, hey, we got you in the Owen. We're going to give you a shot at the championship. You could bring it back home. You're part of the elite. You want to be part of the elite, right? And he just flat out said no. And when he cuts this promo, which trust me, this may be the greatest promo he's ever cut in his entire life.
That's
It's a low bar.
This man couldn't cut a promo if he was trying to cut air with a pair of scissors.
No.
That man couldn't cut a promo if he was cutting the word promo with a pair of scissors.
No.
Like, Hangman's general vibe is this.
Hates their job but refuses to quit.
That's his whole vibe. But like, for some reason, this kind of worked for him. I'll give Isaac that. You know, if you're gonna book it this way, this is the way you book it.
Yeah.
But I think the whole like I hate everybody thing was a little weird because having the EVPs come out there, it messed up the heel vibe. Because he was supposed to be this guy, and then they ask him, "Hey, do blood and guts with us."
Yeah.
And he's like, "I'm not here for you." And it's like,
yeah, I think that was a mistake.
yeah, you can't. He doesn't emote well at all, so it's like,
No.
No, they should have been hugging, like, yeah, high five, welcome back, and just like,
you just gotta have him just kind of be like emotionless with it, like
okay.
he really,
whatever.
he looked like he just came out of the tank, honestly. But
Yeah. I mean, it's great to see him back, but that's
is it great to see him back?
in the ring. That
I don't feel like I missed him.
in the ring.
Now,
that
if he wins this, he cannot beat Swerve.
No.
We cannot have another Hangman World Championship.
But
That is going to bring the ratings way the F down.
I don't think it will, because that's how you keep building upon the Elite storyline.
The Elite storyline's not good.
They want all the gold. They want all the gold. They're going to get it.
They want all the gold, but that's dumb. You don't do that.
I mean, we know because this is the thing now. AEW, with the exception of another major storyline, the rest of AEW needs to get together and say, we can't let the Elite. And that's when you get a Shane McMahon. And now he jumped ship to the Elite and is basically their mouthpiece. And then you bring Tony Khan back. And he rips off his neck brace and throws it down. And he's like, I got my team. And it's Swerve. And it's your bigger names. And then boom. Now you have a great way to conclude that storyline and give some big credit to guys like Daniel Garcia or guys that whoever is going to be are your A-plus players. That's how I see it. That's how I book it.
All right, let's talk about this main event.
We
got anything else?
Huh?
We got anything else? Or is it just a main event?
No, I think we're ready for the main event. We get Daniel Garcia. We get Ospreay for the International Championship. We get a really big pop for Garcia, which makes me so happy that this kid is finally getting his flowers. That pop for Ospreay though was like 1,000 times more. Like everything from his entrance music, which was made and written just for him, because the Ospreay chant is definitely in this song.
Mm-hmm.
We get to the match, and it's a great start to a match. And I was trying to figure a way, like a word that you could describe this match. And I think Excalibur said it best when he said fluid.
Yeah.
This was a move to move match in the first half, and maybe a little bit more than the first half of the match. And then it starts getting physical. And we're getting big, huge moves. And Garcia suplexing the living hell out of Ospreay. Garcia looked like $1 billion because of this match. The only thing I did not like was him thumping his crotch into the side of Will Ospreay's head, which is my main beef with Daniel Garcia.
Guys, did anybody check on Dallas?
Oh, I had to ship him. I had to ship him some Gatorade Brother is dehydrated.
Oh, he emptied himself.
Shift
Oh,
in the
man.
course, please.
Hello.
So MJF is there and basically gives him the ring to use on Osprey. He hands it back. Osprey hits him with the hidden blade. He gets the pin 1, 2, 3. Daniel Garcia crying in the ring in the corner broke my heart. I mean, I'm still buzzing about this main event. And then MJF says, "Hey, I cost you the match. It's on me. It's not on you. It's on me." They get up into the middle of the ring. And MJF pulls his normal he shenanigans and kicks him in the junk. Kicks him right in the yam bags. He goes down. And you're like, oh, great, we're going to get shenanigans, MJF. Am I a face? Am I a heel? Da, 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 da. We don't. You get one of the greatest heel turns you have ever seen in your entire life. The man beat and bludgeon and destroy Daniel Garcia. And the sell by Garcia was amazing.
That was a great sell.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Security comes in. Christopher Daniels comes in. MJF does a pile driver onto the ring, and you just feel for Daniel Garcia.
Yeah, that was visceral.
Even with security there, he still pounded away, and finally out comes a very much limping Will Ospreay. He slides in the ring. MJF slides out. Canada Dry, go first, brother.
Yeah, the match was fantastic.
Yeah.
Like, I agree with you. I do not like the Daniel Garcia, the humping of the head and I don't like this.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's the only flavor the guy has.
He's all about that
Doesn't have any
dance.
personality if he doesn't
That's
do
the
these
story.
great
Yeah.
But here's the thing.
It's like Alex Wright 2.0.
Yeah. When he comes back, because he's not going to wrestle for a while, you got to sell that injury properly.
Yeah.
When he comes back, it's a reset.
Yeah, he's got to do a brand new character.
Yeah, we know he can wrestle.
Yeah.
He went toe to toe with Ospreay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Get him a better gimmick. I'm sold. But
he did a great job on the cell. MJF does MJF stuff and just like charisma's oozing out of him. Great acting.
Yep.
Getting the booze. And MJF has to go over the top. Just go straight down. MJF has to go over the top to do this right because he's still getting cheers at first.
Yeah.
Everyone's going, that's my scumbag, and then he's going too far, and he has to go too far to really sell this. There's something missing with Daniel Garcia, and maybe the reset is what you're talking about. Maybe it comes out somehow, but he looks like a little kid with that little kid face. I think he's got that really baby face. Your teenage boy sort of down the street look.
But it's gonna fill in to the fact that when he comes back, he is gonna be so over because he's got that meaty little baby face. You gotta root for him. Either you don't like him and you want to punch him in the face, or you're like, sliced bread, brother. Sliced bread.
What do you think, Trey J?
Yeah. So I'm with you. We can't get the same Daniel Garcia that we just lost. I mean, we've seen him against like literally everybody.
Yep.
You know, and this is the second, like really the second or third run that he's had where he's just hovered around that main event scene, but he's like jobber to the stars.
Yeah.
When he comes back, he's got to be basically like the face version of Jack Perry, a full transformation, a full divergence from the character that we knew. Like he's a talented in-ring performer, but I think he still needs to figure out the personality, the attitude that he wants to bring to be taken seriously.
Yeah.
Theme music has to be different, all kinds of things.
Yeah. My hope is that there's a veteran he can turn to, or someone like Christopher Daniels that can come up with a good angle for him.
Do you know what would be good is what Kazarian was doing, being the elite hunter, but something like that, not that specifically, but something like that, and actually follow through with it, like what they did with Kazarian.
Yeah.
I can see it.
I mean, it got Kazarian on WWE, so.
Remember when the Montreal Screwjob first happened, and they had Owen Hart kind of just being disheveled and like just all of a sudden popping out with a hoodie on and
Blackheart.
Yeah.
You talking about the Blackheart run?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When he would just pop out of nowhere and attack Shawn Michaels with a hoodie over his head, no music or anything. That's what they should do with Daniel Garcia here.
Yeah.
Was that enough is enough and it's time to change?
No, this is before that.
This is before that. Like, this is like, he was just like unhinged and just attacking DX randomly. Like, that's what should happen here.
Oh, when he joined the Nation.
Just before this.
Yeah, just before that. This is literally right after Brett left.
Gotcha.
That's what I think Daniel Garcia should do. Yeah. I think that he should come out and just no music or anything, just pop out with like a hoodie on, covering up his face, and then just viciously attack Jack Perry, and just like pick off members of the Elite. Mm-hmm. Don't say anything, just violently attack one of them and then leave.
So you don't have him go after MJF at all?
Not at first.
Not at first, no.
Okay. I have no problem with that.
Anybody me and you were thinking on the same wavelength here again.
It's weird how we have that synergy sometimes. Yeah. But I mean, he would attack various heels and then kind of work his way up to MJF.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is where the Nugget promo came from.
Yeah.
This is where Shawn Michaels came with the Nugget because he was pissed off that they were getting attacked.
Yeah.
So he couldn't quite flush that Nugget. He keeps showing up.
Yep.
We're at the end of the show. Unless anybody's got anything else they want to add.
I thought it was a really good match. I will just say that I'm a little skeptical of an MJF heel turn right now, but I know he's going to do a really good job with it.
Yeah.
After everything, the story and the devil thing and all that, I would have liked to have seen a longer babyface run.
Yeah.
But I guess this is just a way to, stick him in the event with Ospreay at All In. And this is their way of making that happen.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I feel like they can go back to that face run at any time and he could get it like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like heel MJF way more than I like face MJF. I just do. Like, to me, that's his bread and butter.
He's better at it.
Like, he did a really great job being a face and being the comedic sidekick. But my concern is, well, he's going to go on a hell-bent revenge tour. But at what point does Adam Cole come in? Because I don't think Adam Cole is cleared.
I think they're just going to forget about that for now.
I think, in all honesty, I think they shelved it permanently. I don't see it coming back.
I'm okay with that.
I am too. But that was the long-term storyline. And I think
that's why they did it. They picked them the balls and just get rid of that now.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are really no lingering threads to that story, like left at all for real. Like Wardlow hasn't been seen for a while.
Yeah.
For Roger Strong's hanging out with what's his face, Gabe Kidd.
Yeah.
Instead of with the Kingdom.
Yep.
So let's do the flower shop.
All right. So what's our special category tonight?
Does anyone want to pick one?
Favorite
I am
pizza?
new to this, so I have no idea.
favorite. Let's do favorite ice cream flavor because it's hot as hell outside. I don't know about the rest of you guys, but we hit a nice, good old 100 degrees today, and it's going to be even hotter. Well, welcome to the Flower Shop, where we do our awesome ratings. Your favorite match, your favorite segment, your favorite match, favorite segment, number of bells, and your favorite ice cream flavor. Can you try? You go first.
All right. My favorite match of the night. Got to go with Will Ospreay and Danny Garcia. This match was, we just talked about it, so I don't think we need to talk too much more about it. But my favorite segment is the beatdown afterwards.
Yeah.
We're going to beat that. My favorite ice cream is Reese with Reese peanut butter with the peanut butter cups in it. So once in a while you take a bite, you go, oh, that's a peanut butter cup.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's really good. I'm going to give this my highest rating I've ever given any AEW show. 4.9. I can't give it a 5 because Statlander should have won.
Yeah, I agree with that. 4.9. All right. Trey J, your turn.
So my favorite match, and it's probably bad that I'm gonna say this because I feel like you guys are gonna like you guys may kind of get on me for this one. My favorite match was Pac versus Danielson. Honestly,
it's a good one. You can't get mad at you for that.
That match really got me into the show because I've actually I don't think I've told you guys I've struggled watching AEW lately. Like,
yeah.
There's been some a lot of inconsistency, and so it's sometimes been hard to watch. That match had me hooked for this episode, and I appreciate that because I was ready. I was into it from the start. Yeah. So that was my favorite. Definitely my favorite part. My favorite segment was Britt before Monet shows up.
Yeah.
It was just like because it's just like I said, it was relatable. It was real. It explained why she had been gone. And it makes you it was very inspirational. You hear people that come back from injuries, and it's kind of like good, but it's almost like that's a whole different thing. Like coming back from like TIA or like basically a stroke is, that's huge.
Yeah, I forgot about that saying, so I'm changing mine to that because that's a Just Keep Fighting speech. That's...
Right, exactly, and like you said, it's one of those things that that sometimes could be like that could be somebody else's push who is going through something right now, and they're like, you know what,
I can do this.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep fighting.
Yeah.
And then my favorite ice cream flavor, honestly, that's a tough one. I would say I like to go to Dairy Queen and get a M&M Blizzard, but instead of the chocolate syrup they put in, I put strawberry syrup in mine. So strawberry syrup, it's wonderful. It's
Let me just say, anyone who says bubblegum ice cream, get the hell out of here.
Bubblegum should never be ice cream. That's like saying
you're eating the ice cream and then now you're chewing bubblegum all of a sudden.
Yeah, that's something you give to dogs. You got like bacon and potato ice cream for dogs.
Yes.
Yeah, but yeah, definitely the Neapolitan like with the proper flavoring.
Okay.
Yep.
What about number of bells?
Oh, number of bells, goose. Been so long, my bad. This is definitely a 4.5 show for me. I was definitely upset about Statlander not winning.
Yeah,
I get the fact that like sometimes I think that in certain situations you lean too much to crowd pleasing, and that is what I think happened in this situation. Like Chris Statlander definitely deserved this win.
Yeah, Mr. Isaacs.
Match of the night for me is also going to be Danielson versus Pac. You guys know I'm a big Danielson guy.
Yeah.
Just absolutely love that match. Thought it was the best match on the card. Segment of the night, I'm going to go with the Britt Baker speech as well. It just was, the emotion was there.
Yeah.
And it just made her a sympathetic figure. And I think it was a very good, very positive segment. So that's my segment.
Yeah.
Ice cream, I'm going to go with cookie dough.
All right.
I love some cookie dough ice cream.
Awesome.
And the bells of the night, and I think this matches the most I've ever given. 4.75 bells.
Okay.
Absolutely loved the show. Thought it was great. It was well paced. Everything made sense. And yeah, I think that matches the highest rating I've given a show.
Yeah.
On all these.
All
Usually
right.
Trey J would be kicking down this. Are you able to do the math on this, JP?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay.
I got it. Got it on my phone. It's all ready.
All right. I trust you.
So match of the night. I'm torn. I really am. I'm torn, but you know what? I'm gonna go with Danielson and Pac. Nothing to take away from Ospreay and Daniel Garcia. I thought both matches were 5 stars. I mean, they were amazing matches, told very different stories. But you ended up rooting for the right people and not rooting for the wrong people. Favorite segment was Britt Baker. Like we got Brett. We didn't get DMD. We didn't get Tony Schiavone's favorite wrestler in the world. Like we got Brett being honest about what she's been going through. You know, I gave it 4.95 bells. Stat should have won.
Yeah,
Statlander should have won. You made her look really weak right now, and that's not good for a heel. Favorite ice cream. Mint Oreo is amazing. Oh, it's so
All
good.
right.
Oh, I love mint ice cream. I'm a big ice cream guy. But that's currently my favorite right now. It differs. Next week it'll be something else. That's having autism. Anyways, I digress.
What did you rate it?
4.95, which gives a cumulative.
Oh, you Bob Barkered me, you son of a bitch.
Yes, I did. Gives us a cumulative score of 4.775. About 4.8. That's really good.
Yeah.
For a show that came off of an amazing pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Which I don't know why that Long Island fans did not like that show.
Can I just point out something?
Yeah.
We've got to give it up to the overweight white gentleman sitting directly hardline camera in the front row with the big black and jacked shirt on.
He's a white guy that says big black and jacked.
Big black and jacked.
It's a Powerhouse Hobbs shirt. It was just funny seeing like a flabby white dude with a big black and jacked shirt. And he was like right in the hard cam view the entire show.
That's the problem when you have something merch that says something like that. You're like, you got to consider the white people are going to wear it.
That caught my eye, and like my attention drifted to that guy every time they showed him on hard cam.
Like I have an NWA shirt, and I rarely wear it because I realize the chicanery here of here's this bald-headed white guy, 51 years old. Why does he have an NWA shirt?
Better question. Why would you not have an NWA shirt on?
Now, Trey J, if you were walking down the street and you saw a white guy wearing the shirt, what would you say?
Here's the thing. If I see a white dude wearing that shirt, I offer the fist bump. If I do not get a return fist bump, then I know something is wrong.
Yeah. That's good.
So are we gonna get JFB a big black and jacked shirt to wear?
I'm waiting for that Hot Tour merchandise, and then I'm getting JFB a Hot Tour shirt.
No, here's the thing, Jade was wearing that. She had that bitch merchandise, and like no guy is gonna wear that shirt.
Yeah,
you don't make that.
No.
Like I could see Trey J walking around with a shirt that says "I'm that bitch."
I'm gonna like text you guys. I'm actually gonna like put in the chat like my viral video so you guys can like dissect that for how you will.
Yes.
We
We
have
need
a-
to see this.
We have a wall in our upstairs in our dining room that we put bumper stickers on. And one of them says, "You're 100% that bitch."
Oh,
I'm like, that's why I love her. That's why I love Jessica.
I guess that's our show.
That's it. Guys, that's our show. All the links are down below, man. We are chugging on time. But on behalf of Canada Dry, on behalf of Trey J. Styles, on behalf of the velvetly smooth voice of Mr. Isaacs, I am your professor, the JFB.
I'm gonna confess to you something out there in YouTube land.
Yeah.
3 months ago, when I tore my ACL, I went into a dark place for like 3 days, and like I was thinking bad thoughts, but in honesty, just keep fighting kept on coming back to me. Like I say it to you guys, and how could I not live it?
Yeah.
So I had to fight. I had to get back up. And so if that's you out there and you're feeling really down, it's okay that you're there. I stayed there for 3 days, but I got back up, and I didn't stay there. So you can't stay there either. Do whatever you can. Reach out to your friends, reach out to your family, reach out to us. Raise up your fist, put the devil in a sharpshooter, and just keep fighting.
Hit it.
This has been an effing worldwide media production. You can find us on all social media platforms like Facebook, Twitter, and others. Head over to our YouTube channel at youtube.com/effing wrestling. And while you're there, click like and subscribe. Want some swag? Head to our store at prowrestlingtees.com/effing wrestling. You can find all these links and much more at our awesome website, effingwrestling.com. As the JFB always says, you can book it.